Hi everyone! So today I'm doing a video about a topic that I feel like every booktuber reaches at one point in their booktube career, and that is series that I won't be finishing, slash disappointing books, slash overhyped series, and luckily for me I haven't come across a lot of those. I haven't been doing booktube for a very long time. I've only started in January. But I feel like I've definitely experienced that sort of disappointment that comes with picking up a book that you've heard a lot of booktubers talk about and then ending up disappointed with it. So I'm going to just share some of my experiences with that, and luckily I haven't had too many disappointments and books in the series which I don't want to continue. So the very first one I guess is the most obvious one, which is the 50 Shades of Grey. I talked about it extensively in my Bookish chat, and also I briefly reviewed it, and just to add it to this list that I don't think I'll be continuing on the 50 Shades of Grey series, and simply because at this point I have way more books that I'm interested in, so I would rather be reading those and focusing on those than reading something that I'm not really that interested in. And I've seen mixed reviews about 50 Shades of Grey on BookTube, and I've seen some people really enjoy it and some people really hate it, so I feel like it's one of those books that you either love or hate, and there's nothing wrong with either one of those, but for me, unfortunately, I gave it a chance and I didn't enjoy it, but what can you do? The next book that I saw kind of all over BookTube was Shatter Me, and it's also a series, and I've seen some booktubers that I absolutely love talking about it and saying how it's a wonderful book and they really enjoyed it and they really loved the whole series. So after that I thought I should really read that book and really see how it is and see if I like it. And I think the biggest problem for me was having super high expectations for that book. I expected something from it that it definitely wasn't, and it definitely fell flat, and I felt like near the end the action sort of picked up and it became a bit more interesting, but to get to that ending point, the very first, I don't know, the majority of the book was pretty boring. I didn't really care for the characters, and there wasn't really much going on for the majority of the book. So that's the reason why I didn't really enjoy that. And I don't think I'll continue on the series because when I finally finished Shatter Me, which is the first book in the series, I was just so relieved. I did not want anything to do with that those books ever again at that point. So I've heard other people talk about how it picks up later on, but I honestly just don't want to take that chance. But please let me know if you've read Shatter Me books and if you liked them or didn't like them, and let me know if it does pick up in the future. I don't know if I'll read it, but it's good to know, it's good to hear some feedback from people who've read all of the books. And finally, the last book, which was a total bust for me, and I know a lot of people enjoy this, but it was The Selection. I started the first book thinking that I would really like it because I'm the kind of person who watches all of the Bachelor and the Bachelorette shows on TV. I watch pretty much every season. Please let me know if any of you do as well. I don't know, I can't help it, I just love that show. So I thought that because I like that show I would really enjoy the book, but it turned out the book wasn't as entertaining for me. I don't know why. I think I picked it up and expected something amazing from it, and it wasn't that. It was just a entertaining sort of read that a lot of people enjoyed just as a fun thing to read, but for me, I guess I just wanted more from it, and it was just, I couldn't really care for the characters very much, and I thought the book was very, I don't know, very surface level and very predictable, and it's nothing that would just like blow your socks off pretty much. It's just your basic YA book, and I've been noticing that a lot. I feel like I'm really burning myself out on the YA books that have the same sort of plot, those being like the high fantasy term I learned on BookTube, books where the main character has a special power that they don't know about, and they explore it and they have to defeat the bad guys, and just that sort of thing has been happening a lot in the books that I've been reading, and I blame the library for that because I've requested those a while ago when I first got on BookTube, and just now I'm finally getting to these books and I keep reading book after book. That's sort of all the same things going on in it, so I feel like that's probably why I'm getting burnt out on these types of books. So I definitely need to change it up a bit, maybe throw a little bit of adult books in there, maybe some contemporary YA, but I really need to stay away from those books just because I can feel myself getting tired of the same sort of formula for those books. Please let me know if there are any YA books that are different from the standard high fantasy thing that I've been encountering a lot, and let me know which YA books you enjoy. Also, please let me know if you liked any or disliked any of these books that I've briefly mentioned here. I know a lot of booktubers do like these books, but I just was not a fan. So that's it for my disappointing reads in the series that I won't finish. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.